Hey guys, so just got done with my ultrasound appointment. All it was today was ultrasound and to go over my blood work. Everything the blood work said was fine, and he said, you know, obviously I'm overweight. That was before I got pregnant, so he didn't actually tell me that, but I know that's something that is always going to be concerning. But he said other than that, it's like everything's great. My blood pressure is great. Obviously, my body temperature is great, and my blood work came out perfect. He said nothing looks like it's out of the ordinary. He said, other than that load of vitamin D we already know about, which I'm taking daily medication on, he says it seems to be helping. So he said it's still low, but it's not as low as I reported beforehand. And he told me to keep taking the baby aspirin. Because whatever it did seemed to help us at least keep this baby so far. We don't know if that's exactly what why this baby is going as far as it is, but he doesn't want to chance me being off of it and then it something happening to the baby. So, and then I'm still taking the prenate mini pills that he prescribed. So that stuff I'm all taking. The appointment went great. I did get to do an ultrasound, and I will attach that shortly after this. You guys will get to see it. He said, go ahead and video it. I didn't even ask him. I was going to be like, can I video it? But he's like, hey, do you want to record this for your husband? And since he can't be here today, because my husband really did want to go, but the way my appointment laid throughout the day, it was a 9 o'clock appointment. He's like, that's not early enough to go into work late, and it's not late enough to take it off, go off early. So he's like, if I went, I'd have to take the day off. So, because he works out in oil fields, so he has to travel a little bit to go to where he needs to be for work. So he was bummed that he didn't get to go, and so my doctor actually said, hey, record this for him, and so I did get a recording, and you guys will get to see it in just a second. And he did measure me at 9 weeks. According to my app, I'm 9 weeks and 3 days today. According to my menstrual cycle, I would be like 8 weeks and 5 days. But he said that he's going to push it up to the 9-week mark on his end. So that boosted because my app says I'm due May 10th. He originally had me due May 14th. Well, he bumped it up to May 12th. So I think the more the baby grows, he's going to see more, like it's actually bigger than it is on his end, and it'll match up with mine, because that's what happened with my daughter. I ovulated early. They told me my daughter wasn't due till mid to late December. Well, her due date ended up being actually the 1st of December, but she was because it was my first pregnancy. She did not come naturally on its own. She had to be induced. So she ended up being born almost mid-December anyway. She was born the 13th. So, but it's not because that's how far along I was. It was just because that's just my body didn't want to give into labor naturally. So she was induced. But yeah, so I think the more the baby develops, the more his date will match up with mine. So I did do that sneak peek test over the weekend, and I should hopefully be getting the results hopefully by Friday, because we are going to announce to our family that that we're pregnant. So, and I already have a way of telling them. My husband thinks I'm cheesy because I watch too many YouTube videos. So I want to do that thing where you put the baby balloon in a box, because it's my birthday party. I'm going to say it's from my husband, and I'm going to open up this big box, and out is going to pop up the baby balloon with a number 2 and the ultrasound picture connected to it. So he thinks I'm cheesy, and he just thinks we should just outright tell them. I'm like, no, this is our last baby. As long as everything goes great with this baby and the baby's born, and everything's great, this will be our last child, because we only want 2. And I was like, so this announcement is a big deal to me, because it's my last announcement, So, but what he doesn't know is, along with that, I'm praying these results are right, because I'm going to put another balloon in there with it, and it's going to say either it's a girl or it's a boy. So it's going to be the baby balloon, and it's a girl or it's a boy. So that'll be a surprise for my husband because he doesn't know I took the test, that sneak peek gender test. So as long as I get results by Friday, I'm going to put that secondary balloon in there and he's going to be surprised too. So, and I'm hoping he doesn't get mad at me because he didn't want me to do the test. And I'm praying that the test is right because now I feel better that my doctor moved up my date a little bit, but it still doesn't match perfectly with mine. So I just pray that I was exactly 9 weeks in a day, or at least 9 weeks. I'm pretty confident that it didn't get contaminated. I washed my hands a lot. If you watch the video that was before this, dated before this, I did the whole DNA test and you can watch that whole thing, the sneak peek test. And you can see I cut that video a lot because every time I had to cut it, I had to wash my hands because I would touch my shirt and so I had to wash my hands, or I had to walk my daughter to the bathroom because I let her play in there while I did the test. I had to wash my hands again. I washed my hands so much. It was insane. So anyways, without any further ado, here is the ultrasound and the baby and the baby's heartbeat. So hope you guys enjoy it as much as I loved hearing it. I did cry, not crazy blubbering. I just had tears rolling down my face and I heard it dripping onto the paper on the bed. I'm oh my God, it was just oh my gosh, I was so happy and it was just so relieved, so relieved because I was so scared. I don't have any symptoms at all. So I was so scared I wasn't gonna, in fact, I couldn't obviously, some ultrasounds, you can obviously see a heart flickering. I couldn't. But I'm okay, the baby looks bigger at least. And then I saw it move. I was oh, thank God it's moving. It kind of fluttered a little bit or bounced. Oh my gosh, that was such a relief because I saw that before I saw the heartbeat. And then when he actually focused on it to hear it, that's when I actually could see it flutter. So I don't know if it's his ultrasound machine or what, but I feel it's not very good. I always feel it's so blurry. So I don't know, it's because he's the doctor and not the ultrasound tech. I don't know, but I always feel it's so blurry when he does it. So anyways, I will see him again in 4 weeks. So November 5th will be the next time I go see him. So I'll be, 12 weeks by then. So we'll get to see more of a baby's shape and see a little bit more development with the arms and the legs. So that'll be great. So here is the clip.
Okay, go and start. There we go. So there's the baby's head. Okay. And there's the baby right there. Let's zoom out here so you can see the baby right there. See? Zoom back in here. And I'm going to put this right over the baby's heartbeat. Heartbeat strong.
Yeah. Okay.
And go back and just watch the baby a little bit. And there we go. See the baby right there.
Yeah, perfect.
There's the feet, the head's on this side. And there you go. Excellent.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
There you have it. There's our second little rainbow baby, and I can't wait for the next. I hate that it's 4 weeks away. I cannot wait for the next ultrasound and the next checkup, and everything. And then next time we're gonna go over our birth plan and everything like that, or at least the options and everything. So yeah. So in the meantime, I'm going to relax. I'm still kind of scared. My husband and I haven't been intimate since we conceived. So my poor husband has been out of his game for 2 months. I'm sorry. So I didn't ask the doctor if it was okay. I know a lot of doctors oh, it's fine. But you know what? It just scares me because both of our losses were right after, the day after we were intimate. So it just scares me. So, now that we're past that early part, and now the baby is like, I hear the heartbeat and everything. I kind of feel more at ease and could possibly consider being intimate again. I'm just so scared. So I don't know, but sorry if that's TMI, but yeah, that's part of marriage, you know. We got to include your intimacy in that deal. So, but in the meantime, I'm just so happy to just hear that heartbeat. I know that baby's doing well. He said the baby's heartbeat is strong and it looks great. So that does put me at ease also. So, yeah. So so far that's going to be our, this is going to be the 9-week bump date. So I'm, according to my app, I'm 9 weeks and 3 days. According to my doctor, I'm 9 weeks. But I'm going to stick with the 9 weeks and 3 days because I'm pretty confident that the doctor is going to eventually up it again. That's how it was with my daughter. I think it's how it's going to happen again because I know exactly when I conceived. We only had sex twice, and it was the day before and the day after my ovulation. So I'm going off the date of the day after my ovulation. So I'm pretty confident in my due date for May 10th. So we'll see more if it changes at all. But I'm pretty confident in my mind because I always ovulate early. So I'm not normal. It's not, 2 weeks after your menstruation ends. Like mine was like, I started ovulating I ovulated like cycle day 11, but that was only 4 days, like 4 or 5 days after my period ended. So, and that's always how it's been. I've always ovulated like 3 to 5 days after my period ends. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a little different than everybody else. I know there's a lot of people with the same story as me where they ovulate early. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with my 9 weeks and 3 days and feel more confident with that than I do with the period type of like last day or your first day of your menstruation type of thing they normally go off of. So there it is, 9-week bump date. I will see you guys this weekend, probably late Saturday or early Sunday, and I will post that reveal for telling our parents and the gender reveal, the possible gender reveal. This test is not 100%. Technically it's not 100% until that baby's born and you see the parts. So we'll confirm it later on with our ultrasound, but I will reveal whether the test said it was a boy or a girl. And I'll also put the recording of our family when they find out. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great week. This week is going to go by so slow because I want all these results and I want to see like my family's reaction and everything. So I know this week is going to go by so slow. I'm hoping it goes by fast, but we'll see. So we'll see you guys this weekend, all right? You guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye.